A company can be profitable on paper and still go bankrupt. It sounds impossible, but it happens. The reason? They ran out of cash, and one of the core tools for tracking short-term financial health is working capital. Working capital equals current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets are things the company expects to turn into cash within 1 year. Cash, money customers owe the company, and inventory it plans to sell. Current liabilities are obligations due within 1 year. Money owed to suppliers, short-term loans, and accrued expenses like wages or taxes. Here's why this matters. In many businesses, cash goes out before it comes back in. You pay for inventory, wages, and overhead, but customers might not pay you for weeks or months. Working capital is the cushion that helps keep the lights on during that gap. When working capital is positive, the company has more short-term assets than short-term obligations. That's generally a sign of financial health. When it's negative, short-term obligations exceed short-term assets. That can signal trouble, but not always. Some companies can operate with negative working capital because customers pay before the company has delivered the product or service. Imagine a subscription software company sells a 1-year subscription for $100 and the customer pays upfront. The company receives $100 of cash, but because it still owes the customer a year of service, it also records $100 of deferred revenue, which is a current liability. Now suppose the company uses $40 of that cash to pay wages, hosting, and other operating costs. At the snapshot date, it has $60 of cash as a current asset, but it still has $100 of deferred revenue as a current liability. So working capital is $60 minus $100, or negative $40. That sounds bad at first, but it may simply reflect the business model. The company collected cash before delivering the service, and unlike a typical bill that must be paid in cash, deferred revenue is usually settled by providing the service over time. So negative working capital is not automatically a weakness. In some business models, it can reflect favorable timing. Cash comes in before the related service is fully delivered. This is why industry context matters. A manufacturing company sitting on months of raw materials needs substantial positive working capital. A subscription software company collecting annual payments up front might run negative and still be financially healthy. The same number can mean very different things depending on the business model. But here's where investors get tripped up. Working capital tells you the quantity of the cushion, not necessarily the quality. A company might show strong working capital, but if half its receivables are from customers who won't pay, or its inventory is obsolete products that won't sell, that cushion may be more fragile than it looks. So here's the bottom line. Working capital measures whether a company can meet its short-term obligations. Positive is generally good. Negative requires context. And the quality of those current assets matters as much as the quantity. It won't tell you whether a company is a great investment, but it can help you see whether the lights might go out before you find out. If you want to learn about private equity in more detail, check out the Private Equity Certificate from Wharton Online. Use my code for up to $500 off. The code is RyanOC. Go to ryano.finance/Wharton-PE. You can also find the link in the pinned comment and the description.